Okay, everyone. Did a follow-up on the Hotel Monte Vista, and this side, I just noticed this one's different. The back side has Hotel NTE Vista. So I don't know if you can make sense of that when I'm zooming here. I was looking through there at the same time. There you go, NTE. So Mo, that ain't Mo on the Three Stooges, because you have to have an E in there. Anyway, so I was going to show you something real quick. I had to make these faster because I don't want you, bogging down and get bored. Say I'm tired of watching Kirk's videos because they take too long to talk things. Because I saw somebody does, I'm like, geez, I have to skip through them because even 18 minutes. I'm like, I don't have that time, Kirk. No, I mean, so for other people, not just Kirk. So anyway, here we got the Empress. It says Empress Amphitheater. Okay. That's what this all spells out. I was trying to figure out what it is. It's a circle. Okay. Now, what's interesting about that is the world is a stage, right? It is. The world's a stage. It's being told us through history and things like this. Even Jim Carrey figured this out. He says, Jim Carrey, he came fully awake, like Buddhists and other ones. Jim Carrey says, man, Jim Carrey, because you can watch some people think he lost his mind, insane. He fully awake to, like you, about the Mandela effect, and he's awake to the whole truth and reality. That the world's a stage. And he said that Jim Carrey, the real one, real life, they asked him, he goes, he's gone. He's no longer, not like he's dead, he's just gone. He says, I'm no longer the Jim Carrey in real life. He dropped his ego, he dropped everything. He said, and in the character, he goes, I was just a character. He says, I was a character in movies, The Truman Show. I was a character, through many things. The Truman Show talks a lot about our kind of reality. Trying to find the truth. What is the truth? The Truman Show. And so he found out the truth. He's awake. He's like you and me, brothers and sisters. I think he's almost all the way there with God. Are you kidding me? Just amazing, because that's rare for an actor or actress or anybody that idlers to be fully awake. But he went through some rough times. I mean, lost his girlfriend and everything else they loved, and sometimes those things happen to be awake. But anyway, so got some wheelchairs here. But anyway, so even Jim Carrey has come to some truths about things. Now, see, the thing is, I don't want you to think that I'm being light on this, but here's the thing is, your God is an amazing writer, a creator, producer. I mean, he wrote this whole thing from day one, these scriptures. Even the Bible talks about scripture. I mean, seriously, and thank goodness he gave me a role and gave you good roles too, brothers and sisters. Think about, and I honor him and the other ones that wrote this script, this book. I just found this book on there. It says, I'm gonna have to look this up, The Magician's Land. Well, anyway, it's an amazing story. And it said the Bible is one of the greatest stories ever told, but it goes deeper than that. That your God created this great story, and we play a role in this thing. And I am taking honor. I said, thank you so much for giving me such a great role. It's been hard and tough, and it's tough on you, So all these things are real. The Lord's real. The Satan says this real thing, and you got to follow those rules. I keep telling you, follow these rules, because that is the script that we're under. And you honor the God. He gave your life. He gave your soul. He gave your being. He gave your creation. So you take that character, that honor, that role, and you take it with the pride. And even know how bad it is. I mean, it's amazing. Now, the thing is, too, what's I really like, now think about if you got the role of being, now it's going to be kind of dark, but I have to put it in the right light. Think if you got the role about having a stepdad rape you every day, which I've talked to folks like this, and they still honor God. They said, I love God. He's going to make it up to me in the end. He said, and the Lord told me too that I'm going to be an angel someday. And that I was helping put people behind bars. I had an individual, this gentleman went from foster home to foster home. And he put in like 20 people behind bars, getting them so that somebody else didn't take the abuse. He said, I took it. He said, I took that abuse. I took those rapings. He says, horrible. But he said, you know what? He said, I'm going to my wings, Kirk. I'm going to be, this is all going to be wiped away, all my tears, all my pain, all this stuff. He goes, that's in the past now, and I've moved on. And then I had another lady, she said when she was being raped, that the other side would come and take her to like a heaven area in peace. You know what I mean? So that she wouldn't have to experience, she said they're just raping a dead body. Just a dead body. So the other side would come and as a child, and I just be happy. Oh, God bless myself. Sorry. So anyway, you got to remember these things, okay? So, you know, and God does care about these people. He does. And, you know, and so don't take that in light. And once you understand more how God works in mysterious ways, you understand that, you know, some of these pains, these anguishes, they're serious, but, you know, He takes care of those things. And by the way, so foreverness, you know, removing those, I mean, you know, we all have our battles, soldier stories, this and that. I'm just thankful that I had a great, blessed family, blessed everything, you know, that I didn't have to go through these terrible times, you know. And so honor to those individuals that really sacrificed a lot and went through a lot of pain and torment. You know, I mean, I can't imagine, right? So glory to them. Glory to them for the glory to your God, right? So anyway, so I keep talking about that. So I hope you understand. So you got to follow the rules, love thy father, and things like this, okay? Love one another, very important. Because, you know, even if you remove religion, you should do that anyway, right? It's innate. It's human nature. It's a universal law that you should do this. We should be born that way. We actually are born that way. It's through the programming that we become different, okay? And I was just talking to this individual down here, one of the bartenders, he's awake. He's talking about how rural, I asked him, does a full moon make people more insane? He goes, what do you mean? They're already all insane. Because he deals with customers every day, being a bartender. He said, they're all insane, man. He goes, the ones that think they're not insane are the ones insane. I said, that'd be 90% of the people out here on the streets. He says, you got it. So the world thinks I'm insane. I'm serious. They said Kirk is out of his mind. Many prophets, even you, brothers and sisters, and friends, guess what? The world might think you're insane. Family might say you've lost your mind, because they're the ones that are actually insane, because they're insane. They've been indoctrinated into the system. Okay. So, all right. So that's all I got to say. I hope that's short enough. Cash and credit. We're all trying to pay our bill to get out of here. You know what I mean? That's another story I have to tell you about. This whole thing was designed to mine you for your soul, your gold, all these other things. When you start digging deep into the spiritual world, like I said, folks, it gets so deep. I about lost my mind. And as he's been telling a brother, this is true. You got to hear my words. Your God, your Creator, showed me what it was like He showed me what it was like to be Him. And I can tell you this, you would not want the job for 2 seconds, because when you understand from His position of what you have to deal with and the things that you have to go through and the sacrifice that you have to make to be your God, that's the ultimate sacrifice. Dying on the cross, the Lord, that's a big sacrifice that the Lord did as a brother, a God. He's kind of like a God. He's godly and He's like a God, so you honor that. But I'm telling you this right now, you know, you got to hear my words. The sacrifices that your God gave is just unreal, because you have no idea what it's like to. I don't mean to go on about it, but I want to say understand that it's that serious. I would not take your God's position, your Creator, in 10 seconds, because once He showed it to me, I said, whoa, I didn't know how deep this was. He did this in Colorado to me about 2 years ago, and I've talked to the Lord about this one. I said, my goodness. What's interesting is that lamp is yellow. I don't ever remember yellow, amberish, born out lights. But anyway, so here's the thing is, when He showed me, I literally almost lost my mind. There's things you do not want to know. Don't go too far in the rabbit hole that you lose your mind, because we're not supposed to know it all. That's why you get revealed, the veil gets pulled back real slowly. Because if you got one shot, you'd explode with the overwhelmingness of this. Okay, so, and I can't stress that enough, that when He showed me, I had to drive around the mountains in Colorado for 2 weeks to get my sanity right. I mean, I felt like my brain was getting electrical discharge and malfunctioning, because the thoughts that were running through my head, the things that I realized, and I said, you got to be kidding me. And I even told the Creator your God. I said, and also the Lord too. I said, really? And there's more to the story. Your Creator said, there is so much more you don't know, Kirk, that I haven't told you. He showed me a glimpse of what it's like to be, but not what all that entails about everything that we don't know about. We just scratched the surface of this thing, right? So I want you to understand that, and you're like, Kirk, we got it, quit talking about it. But I'm telling you, I have a very strong head. I'm very open-minded. I'm very strong in my soul and my spirit. And I'm telling you that when he showed that, revealed that to me, I damn near lost my mind and couldn't control what happened. I told you, I had to drive around the mountains by myself for 2 weeks to get my sanity back because it was almost overwhelming. I couldn't take it. And so, but I do appreciate your Creator showing that to me. He actually explained to me even why the Lord died on the cross. And I can tell you right now, there's another reason. You hear what it is? The reason the Lord died on the cross was because he said, if I gave you all the power that I had and have, he goes, and came myself versus sending the Lord, he said that you guys, there'd be nobody left to take control of the heavens. And he goes, with man's ego and your innate nature, your humanity, you would have destroyed everything in about 10 seconds with your damn greed and power. He said, I couldn't afford that risk. He said, because you would done this. So that's another symbol that he put them there. He said, I would die for you. See, it's like a father, like, let's say, you have a kid that the car's going to drop on. It's going to kill your child, which is you and me. You're the children of God. And that car's going to fall on him. You would run up there and risk your life and die in that process to save that child, wouldn't you? Like, I'm going to jump in that car and lift it. I've seen ladies who are like 120 pounds lift cars off the damn ground to save their kid and held it up while the child got underneath there. That is the same analogy that he would do that for you in seconds. It wouldn't be a question. That's how much he loves you. But you can understand, he can't take that risk. That's why he put the Lord underneath that car to take that and actually have to get crushed by the car to save you, because he couldn't do it himself, because the first minute he died, then mankind would have destroyed this, and ladykind would destroy this damn world in 10 seconds in the universe, because that's the way they are. Not me or you necessarily, but these ones would. They would. They'd destroy it all in seconds. Their greed, ego, the power. But anyway, that was another symbol that he was trying to tell us, that the Lord, that was me being your God, right there, dying on that cross. I would die for you in seconds, but that's why the Lord did it in my place, and that's why he's there in flesh, because he had to show that, So it's not just saving you, it was showing that that's how much I love you, that I would die for you in seconds, okay? So it's hard to go on about that. All right, so love you all, and God bless.